Hello students, today I am taking the topic using the switch capacitor filters. So here that in this topic I will take about the things about how can we use the switch capacitors as a filters. So in this basically we use it for getting the good reliability and the high performance. So IC active filters are used, but major limitations of IC's values of the integrated resistors. So the resistors values required for RC filters are generally very high, and such large values resistors require large chip areas. So similarly the temperature and the linearly characteristics of the integrated resistors are basically the poor. So hence it is in this category we have find out the replacement of the high value integrated resistors. So basically the switch capacitor filters fulfill this is requirement. So in this condition the switch capacitor filters are basically the on chip capacitors of the small values and MOS internal metal oxide semiconductor switches to simulate the high value of the resistors. So the switches are controlled by the external clock whose frequency can be easily controlled. So the some advantages of the switch capacitor filters are there. In this case, very high value of the resistors can be easily simulated using the small value of the capacitors of the order of 10 picofarads. Switch capacitor filters require no external reactive components like inductors and capacitors. Complete active filters can be easily obtained on a monolithic IC chips. The cutoff frequencies of the filters are proportional to the external clock frequencies of the switch capacitor filters and can be easily controlled. The cutoff frequencies of the switch capacitor filters can be programmed so as to obtain the within the high range of frequencies in the order of 2 into 10 to the power 5 raised to 1 range. And next, accuracy is high and the overall cost of the system is low, and due to the high temperature characteristics the system has a good stability. And so for the reduction in size, 10 megohm resistors can be simulated in a space of 1 by 10th 100 space required for the resistors produced by the ordinary integration techniques. So when we talk about the basic operation of the switch capacitor filters, in this basically the two MOS switches with the help of capacitors, we have taken the three input terminals 1, 2 and 3. Shows by this diagram, I will show here. That is the basic diagram where the switches S1, S2 and capacitor is there, where switch S1 is connected to terminal 1, switch S2 is connected to terminal 2, and in between then capacitor is situated at within these 1, 2 respect to ground terminal, that is terminal 3. So that is the basic block schematic of the switch capacitor filters. So when we talk about the working of this switch capacitor filters, so in this case when we talk about this filter category, so in this circuit diagram here I will talk about this. So in this case basically the resistance simulation, according to that, when the switch is closed, under the condition the capacitor is charges with the help of current with respect to input voltage Vin. So in this case the charging value, that is basically C into Vn. When the switch is closed, S1 is closed. When the switch S1 is closed and S2 is on, in this condition means the switch S1 is off and S2 is closed. In this condition the Q, which is the capacitor charges from this particular Q value, which is discharges by the another path of current I0, that is taken by the path. So it is discharges to the particular ground value. So in this the switching between the switch S1 and S2, alternatively the capacitor is charges towards the Vin voltage and discharges towards the ground with the help of I0 current. So according to this resistance simulation, we have taken the different input and output current waveforms of the switch capacitor filter, where we take the switches S1 and S2 one by one on and off conditions. First one I will taken the example the switching waveforms of the switch S1 closed and open. Then next the switch S2, for which we have taken the open and off values and get the different waveforms. According to this, we have taking the charging and discharging currents I in and I naught. According to the switching positions of the S1 and S2, we have taken the charging current and discharging I naught current, and according to the we have talked the full frequency value, that is the T clock value. So the time between the closing of the switches S1 and S2 called the clock time, that is denoted by the T clock, and that is controlled by the external clock. So thus if the switches are opened and closed as a faster rate, then frequency of the occurrence of the current pulses will be high, and but their amplitudes will remain unchanged. But due to the frequency occurrence of the current pulses, the average current flowing will be more for higher switching rates. So the average current, when we have taken about this, that is the charge flux with respect to the clock time. So that is denoted by this formula, I average is equal to Q divided by T clock frequency, where Q is equal to C into Vn. When we put these values, then upper and lower side equivalent, then Vn by I average is equal to 1 upon C into F clock frequency, that is the output of this particular circuit. So in this case, F clock is equal to 1 upon T clock, that is the clock frequency basically. So when we simulated ambit for a particular resistance value, where we take the resistance, and from this we have taken with respect to input voltage and current flow is from this resistance R, then simulation according to it, Vn upon I average is equal to R value, R is equal to V by I. So when we equate this equation with the our previous equation, that is basically Vn upon I average is 1 upon C clock frequency. So equivalent of this Vn upon I equivalent is equal to R, that is R is equal to 1 upon C into clock frequency. So R is basically a function of a capacitor and the external clock frequency. So it must be noted that if in the AC signal, then it is simulate to R, it is necessary that the rate of change of Vn must be much lower than the F clock frequency. So when C is constant, hence the value of R can be adjusted as per the requirement by controlling the external clock frequency F clock. So according to that, when we talk about the applications of this, so in this condition, when we take about the applications, so in this when we take the switched capacitor integrator circuit basically. So it is the op-amp normally ordinary inverting integrating circuits, in which we have taken the R1 in terms of switched capacitor equivalent circuit. So when we take about the transfer function of this, that is V out by Vn, that is minus 1 upon J 2 pi R1 into Cf into F. And when we take the frequencies, F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi R1 Cf, and that is the frequency at which the transfer function V naught by Vn is equal to 1, that is the gain of the circuit is unity. So according to this, when we resistance R1 is used in this circuit, can be simulated by the switch capacitor resistor in the form of IC of the circuit, that is denoted by the particular switch capacitor integrator circuit. Here we use the resistance value in terms of the switch capacitor filter circuit as switches S1 and S2, and the capacitor C1 we have used with external clock circuit. So in this case, the in terms of switch capacitor C1 and clock frequency F clock, the simulated R1 when we calculate the value, that is basically R1 is equal to 1 upon C1 into F clock. And thus the characteristics of the frequency, when we take about the value of frequency, that is when we calculate it, that is F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi 1 upon C1 F clock into C1, that is 1 upon 2 pi C1 upon Cf F into clock frequency. So in this case, thus the proper choice of the F clock and the ratio C1 by Cf, it is possible to avoid the use of the high capacitor values for the required low values of the F naught. So for this proper operation, it is necessary that the switches S1 and S must be never both be closed at the same instant. So it is taken 1 by 1 position, means switch S1 is closed, then S1 is off, and when switch S1 is off, S2 is closed. So by this capacitor C is charged or discharged by the different current values of I in I naught. So in this case, the switches both the switches S1 and S2 and must never be closed at the same time. So according to that, we have taken the particular characteristics frequency F naught of the circuit, that is basically the 1 upon 2 pi F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi C1 by Cf into F clock frequencies. So in this case, we will calculate it with the help of particular C1 by C1 values and the dependent on the F clock frequencies values. So we will close this chapter here. Under these conditions, the switch capacitors circuits the switch capacitor filters and the application in the particular switch capacitor integrator. So, thank you for this.